Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today guys, before I start my video, I just want to tell you guys thank you very much for your support. I just noticed yesterday that I finally got over 800 subscribers to my channel, and I started this channel over a year and a half ago, and I never thought I would actually get 800 subscribers. I was like, nobody's going to want to watch me talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm so happy that you guys enjoy my videos and you like my content and what I talk about and what I show on this channel. So I'm happy you guys thoroughly enjoy that. So thank you for your support, and I'm happy you guys enjoy my videos, and I'll try to make better videos going forward. So today guys, we're going to talk about an aspect of the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! That you really don't see that much anymore, and that is tribute summoning. Now, you could make an argument that all the way up to 2007-ish or early 2008, I guess you could say, tribute summoning was still a part of the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! The reason why I say put that marker at like 2007 is because in 2006, Monarchs were still a major power play deck at that time. Caius was at 3. You had people running kind of like Monarchs with Chaos Sorcerer, because Chaos Sorcerer I think was still at 2 or 3 at the time. But Monarchs was still a deck up to that time, and as many of you guys probably know, if you know Monarchs, they're a tribute summoning deck. And they're pretty much the last, I guess you could say the last deck that really uses tribute summoning to a full extent. There may be a deck I am forgetting off the top of my head, but that's the main one that comes to mind when you think of tribute summoning. Considering the fact that back when Yu-Gi-Oh! First started, that was your main way of getting big monsters out. Because back in the day, you didn't really use polymerization. Polymerization made the deck a little bit more inconsistent. I mean, your main way was, okay, like personally for my way, one of my favorite things to do was go tribute summon for Summon Skull, equip with, Axe of Despair or United We Stand, and just go crazy on my opponent. And I mean, you have to remember back when you got the first structure deck, if you ever played in the the first Kaiba and Yugi structure deck, what was the main tribute summoning monsters in that deck? Okay, for Yugi you had Dark Magician and you had Summon Skull. For Kaiba you had Blue Eyes White Dragon and you had Judgment Man, which I doubt anybody remembers Judge Man. But it's really no longer a part of the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sadly. Yes, people right now are kind of, in a way, hyping up Majesty's Fiend, which is a good card in itself. Its effect is amazing. But, you're not going to see everybody and his brother playing Majesty's Fiend, really. I mean, tribute summoning is kind of become, I'll say it in these words, but it's pretty much become a lost art or a dead art in Yu-Gi-Oh! Besides, Monarchs, really. You don't see this aspect anymore. And I wanted to reminisce about it, because you have to remember, for a long period of time in Yu-Gi-Oh!, tribute summoning was a part of Yu-Gi-Oh! For every beginner that started out in this game when it first came out, you tribute summoned. You most likely did, unless you were building a more beat down style deck and you knew what you were doing. But most of us play tribute summoning. But it's just something that you don't see anymore. And a couple of my friends at my locals and at my college, they play Monarchs, and it's so fun to see tribute summoning, a deck that really revolves around it. And I think with the new Monarch support, the Mega Monarch support that they've come out, I mean, I can't wait to see what they do with Caius, the Mega Monarch Caius. That's going to be something really cool to see when that happens. But, it just feels like it's a lost art. Like, you don't see it anymore. This is something that was a major part of the game back in the beginning, and now it's pretty much you don't see it no more. And it was in the game for a long period of Yu-Gi-Oh's history, like I said, definitely up to 2007, because Monarchs were still a deck up into 2007, really. So it's just you don't see it no more, because now we've pretty much replaced tribute summoning with extra deck. So things like Xyz, Synchros, and most likely in the future, pendulum summonings. But it's just something you don't see anymore. It's very sad not to see it anymore. The one thing, even though I'm not a huge fan of pendulum summoning because it makes the field look very, very weird to me, is the fact that pendulum summoning gives the ability, in some aspects, to bring monsters out that we really never used, because they involve maybe 2 tributes, or they were tribute summoning monsters. Like I can pendulum summon Summon Skull. I can, old nostalgia cards. I know that they're not the best thing, but it's cool to use those old cards again. And that's the one aspect I like about Pendulum Summoning. And I just wanted to reminisce about it in this video. Because like I said earlier, and I've said it probably 2 times now already, but it's kind of for an old player like me that's been, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh forever, but since I was a kid. So to see something that was a major part of Yu-Gi-Oh no longer really be a main part of Yu-Gi-Oh, it's kind of reminiscent, because it's like, now granted, I will say this, the one thing I've been seeing a lot of, and I know some of my fellow subscribers have been asking me about this and asked me to help them out on their decks, is God card tribute summoning. So setting up the field so you can summon a God card, which is just so amazing. And I've been seeing more and more people wanting to play God-like decks, like summoning Obelisk the Tormentor or Ra, even though Ra is not the best one. In the game, in the real card game, in the show, Ra was probably the best one. But like Slifer, Obelisk, mainly people want to play with, just to play around with it and have fun with it. So it's just an aspect I wanted to talk about, because you don't really see it no more, besides Monarchs, like I've said before. And what do you think of not Pendulum Summoning, excuse me, Tribute Summoning? I mean, do you miss that most decks don't Tribute Summon anymore? I mean, I know it makes the game faster, but it's kind of like that childhood memory that you're like, you remember when I used to Tribute Summoning? And when I see a Tribute Summoning happening nowadays, it's like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And sometimes it's for a good monster. I mean, 2 of my decks when Pendulums, use Tribute Summoning. My Gravekeepers can do it. And also my Skill Drain deck does it to some extent. But those are the only 2 decks I really do it in at all. So it's something that you don't see anymore, and I just want to talk about. So guys, what do you think of Tribute Summoning? Do you miss that no decks really involve Tribute Summoning? Do you wish there was more decks that actually used Tribute Summoning besides Monarchs? I mean, there's probably another deck out there I did miss, but I just wanted to talk about this today, guys. And until next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling to all of you, and Seto Kaiba, I'm out of here. And I'm sorry if my hair's a mess and I'm seeming a little bit tired. It's because I just woke up. But take care, everybody, till next time.